So the band is up here. I feel like utilizing the band. They're up here. They brought these instruments. You know. So do y'all know Amazing Grace? Can y'all play like a real low Amazing Grace for me?
At the table. Come by y'all.
All right. Give me a little Jaco Pastorius. Yeah. My daughter is your shepherd. She does not want to divulge your whereabouts. The teen you attempted to convert with the rusted devices of your inquisition is looking out for her trespasser, as if constructing forgiveness were as elementary as your wrecking ball plan of attack. She only shares that her occasional mother secretly checked her out of school and smuggled her to your Abu Ghraib ministries, where family counseling is exalted but doesn't really exist. I clenched my teeth as she explained how some decrepit preacher verbally assaulted her for over an hour. You called her names and renamed her tears confessions. Heard you even asked about me. Cut the heads of musicians as if we never make joyful noise. Spoke as if I don't daily walk into classrooms on the water of her miracle-proof resilience and draw slick skeleton keys on dry erase boards for other captive audience, as if I wouldn't beat the faith out of you. Daddy, I was so scared. I picture you as she described, pacing your office, shaking your head in disapproval of a 17-year-old with the audacity to live with someone other than the oily snake who purchases your snake oil, the usual abuser. Sometimes I picture you clumsily fumbling to push your eye back into its socket, or soiling the church floor as I stomp into your kidney. I've seen so many temptations, but it was just my imagination amplified by this angelic anger. Like how enraged you became when she defended her decision to live with, of all people, her father. How you wished she were yours so you could, quote, straighten her out. Please believe that you will never be worthy. Please believe that her birth saved me, and that your genesis is no match for these apocalyptic hands. For once, believe truth. You make blazing churches look like sparkling disco balls, and I like to party. So how can your theology theorize this? Shanti's been protecting you for over 2 months now, acing my pop quizzes, careful not to lie to her pop, but pleading the fifth whenever I probe for details, for they say the devil is there. So maybe she's protecting the father from himself, from assault charges, from being as absent as her mother. Maybe protecting herself from the guilt of indirectly collecting a chipped tooth for a tooth. Maybe I should just let her forgive and try to forget. Daddy, he's an old man. Maybe someday I could be as generous as she. But today I'm hoping a clue manifests itself so I can fall into your little buffoonish house like a tree of knowledge in a hurricane. Drop these bad apples onto your teeth and wait for you to ask me why. Then it'll be me, pleading the fifth, 5 knuckles at a time. I want you to try to straighten out your unhinged jaw and implore me for enlightenment. I want you to ask me why some things are exalted when they don't really exist. Why bullies prey upon the children, the elderly, the feeble-minded, the fearing. I will answer you only with the sharp thuds of my knee against your cheekbones and leave you with no other choice than to refer to me as simply him. H-Y-M-N. For I am such a joyful noise in praise of my Savior, the one who continues to save us all. Give it up for the band, y'all. So, as I mentioned in the poem, I'm also a musician, and The two bands I play in back in Baton Rouge, one is a brass band called the Michael Foster Project. The leader of that band, Michael Foster, is an amazing tuba player. He's originally from Dallas, Texas. And the other band I play in is called the Juke Joint Jam Band, and the leader of that band is Tehran Lockett from Dallas. So, you know, the Dallas connection is strong. So I want to thank you guys for listening. And I want to thank you for just, you know, putting up with my bullshit. This is a tribute poem to this guy. I don't know, it's kind of a young crowd. Y'all know this guy, he's a singer, his name is Stevie Wonder. Y'all heard this dude. I don't know if y'all ever. I turn off the CD player, then turn off the living room light, still singing on my way to bed. And I'm looking like Stevie as my fingers search out the coarse stucco walls of my pitch black hallway, trying to play one note of his theme without breaking one of my toes. Then a jagged corner reminds me that relief is not always as simple as drawing back in the opposite direction of pain. Now close your eyes and picture Stevie, a brown preemie being gently lowered into an early oxygen tent bent on suffocating his pupils, looking like the little acrobat who scales Saginaw trees like braille jungle gyms, looking like a teenage stick figure who must have stolen his smile from a 5-year-old's birthday party, looking like a crooning metronome, rocking from side to side as if grief and bliss were tugging his shoulders in opposite directions. Stevie's looking like independent orchestration, doing a 180 with Motown steering wheel, looking like a swollen mummy due to a crash with a truck of timber, struck by logs from trees in which he probably once sought shelter, looking like his 10-day-old coma is only a rehearsal for a much longer meditation. Open your eyes. Tell me he's the only one who's ever walked into a wall. I'm often off course, yelling Marco and needing a polo to tuck my collar in the opposite direction, feeling like I'm either over the head or over the edge, out of red or out of the red, underfed or under the influence of meds. Pick your preposition. Needed to pick me up, so I listened to a singing physician's prescription, eyes closed. Stevie's looking like an activist of Afro-astrology, wearing a globe of dark matter over his mind, looking like an Ashanti emperor sitting with his throne up beside a black baby grand elephant, looking like a loud living dashiki, improvising multi-textured ad-libs just before a turn of the volume knob makes the culture fade to black. It's beautiful. Open your eyes. Stevie's looking directly at my heart, reading scar tissue with fingertips, seeing me before the carnage. I was 3, holding a broomstick as a microphone and wearing Uncle Ricky's cowboy hat. Cheering relatives stood me up on a table to sing of what Stephen Hardaway refused to stand for. Long before I slipped in the blood I thought I saw, I feel like he's actually looking into my solar eclipse of a life as I block out my own joy with the cool fear of being abandoned. Stevie's looking into the backlit moons of my eyes, knowing that I don't tell the truth or live it as often as I dream I will. He knows in which tree I seek shelter. Stevie's looking for purpose in the chambers of a chromatic harmonica and breathing revelations as sweet as caramelized consideration. And I can almost hear my own voice bouncing back off my mortality, telling me that I'm still capable of turning it all around, of moving in the opposite direction, of pulling back, pulling out, pulling myself together to push through. His eclectic fingers are dancing upon black and white branches, but Stevie with eyes closed is looking up, his voice rising like a liberated flame, flaming for the brief duration of one song. An echo returns, and I open my eyes and see myself. And what weeps in the mirror is again guided skyward by the blind. So if I limp for a couple of days, fine. At least I'm trying to experience this parade from someone else's jagged corner, waving in the opposite direction and humming a tune called Empathy. I'm trying to dream before I even make it to the bed, y'all. Wandering in the shadow of true genius and listening my way. Shh. Listening my way towards relief. Thank you, guys.